In Integromat, you can start a new scenario instantly or you can schedule them. So you have a start trigger in the beginning and either that one is scheduled or it is instant. So let's just dive right in and then we'll explain you the differences between those and we'll also explain all the options in there. So over here we have a simple scenario. So this scenario starts with a webhook module, and as you can see here with this little lightning icon, that means that this is an instant trigger. So this scenario will run, you can also see this here, will run immediately when this webhook is going to get data. Now then you also have scheduled triggers. So you see that over here, for example, we have a Google Sheet module that is watching for new rows in our module. And you can see here with this clock, that is a scheduled trigger. So if I click this, then you see that this scenario will run at regular intervals every 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes, it is going to check if there is a new row. And you'll see that with more tools, because for example, with Google Sheets, they're not going to send something to Integromat to let Integromat know like, hey, there is a new row inside this Google Sheet. You can instantly start your scenario. We have to do it basically the other way around. Inside Integromat, we have to check, is there a new row inside Google Sheets compared to last time. So over here, it will run every 5 minutes and then it's going to check every 5 minutes, is there a new row? So over here, you have the instant trigger, right? And if you want, you can also schedule this. So for example, here we have the webhook, right? And the webhook is getting data. So right now it would start instantly. But if you have a use case that does not have it to run instantly, you can also say, okay, just maybe run it once or maybe run it every day at a certain time. So then at that time, it's going to check if that webhook has new data in the last, in this case then 24 hours. So if you want, you can also do that. And these settings go also quite far. So here you can say, okay, I want to check it every 5 minutes. You can also change this to every 60 minutes. And it depends a little bit on your pricing plan inside Integromat, how fast you can set it. Because if we go to the pricing of Integromat, then you see here, for example, on the free plan, you can have a minimum interval of 15 minutes. So then the fastest you can do is here 15 minutes. And if you, for example, on the standard plan, you can also do it every single minute or every 2 minutes. So I'm on the basic plan. So in that case, the fastest I can do it is 5 minutes, but usually I don't really need to do that. And you also have to keep in mind that every time it's going to check, it will cost you one operation, even if there is no new row in this case, or no new data. So if you do this every 5 minutes, so that means that during a whole day, it already collected quite a lot of operations. So something that you keep in mind. So sometimes what I like to do is I like to set it to, okay, run the scenario every 60 minutes. And then you can also do advanced scheduling. You can, for example, say, okay, I only want to do this. And then what I could do, for example, I could say, okay, I only want to run this from 9 a.m. to here 5 p.m. because those are the times that I work, for example, right? And I only want to run this on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Click add. And then now it's going to check every hour, but only during my office hours, basically. So that's another thing that you could do. Or you could also say here, okay, I want to run it once. I want to run it every day at a certain time. I want to run it every Monday at this time, or every Monday and every Thursday. Or I want to do something at the first of the month, for example, or something on specific dates. So lots of things possible in there. So usually I like to stick to immediately whenever it is possible, because I just want things to be executed as fast as possible. But in some cases, you have tools that you have to check if there's any new data. So in that case, you would have to use a scheduled trigger. So in this case, then we check for every 5 minutes if there is a new row in our Google Sheet. And then over here, another example, which you can also do is, for example, here I have a Google Analytics module. And then you see here that I say, okay, on the 1st of the month at 3 p.m., I want to send a report to my Telegram bot about how many visitors I had. Something like that. So that's also something that you can use it for. But I hope that this made it a little bit more clear about what an instant trigger is and what a scheduled trigger is, and then also all the options inside a scheduled trigger. So if you have any questions about this, just let me know in the comments below, and I also created a really cool Tegrommel cheat sheet that you can check out with more tips and tricks like this.